Hello and thanks for staying with us on Africa Independent Television, AIT. Welcome to Democracy Today. I am Ijoma Osamo. Now let's begin the program with the report of widespread condemnation from several quarters across the country, which has been trailing the attempted assassination of Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State by gunmen suspected to be militias along Tiomu Abese Boko Road in Makurdi local council area of the state. Now, why the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike wants the federal government to be held responsible if Ortom is assassinated, the opposition People's Democratic Party is asking for a proper investigation into what happened and why they had to attack the governor, recalling that a family member to the governor, a relation of the governor, was just a few weeks ago killed by the same suspected gunmen, militias. And the incident occurred at about 10 and 11 a.m. on Saturday, as the governor was returning from a farm inspection in the area. And a group of militias, who some people say are herders, numbering over 15 and dressed in black attire, ambushed his convoy and opened fire on them. Let's listen to him.
It's normal. As a farmer, I usually go to my farm. So I went to my farm along Boko Road, and on our way back, we started hearing some gunshots. We discovered people who were dressed in black, and from our experience, it was very clear that these are Fulani militia men, bandits. And I do not want to take things for granted, because a few days ago, the media were awash with the communique or the statement singling me out as the only person who is creating problems for the entire Fulani race in this country. It was quite disturbing. And behind the scene, I also heard that in the meeting, I was targeted for elimination. I still remain firm. I will fight for truth, justice, equity, and fairness till when God permits that I should not be here again. I appreciate the security personnel attached to me. They were able to repel them, and they could not have access to me. And thank God for my fitness to have run for more than 1.5 kilometers without stopping. It means that God has given me strength, and I'm grateful to God. They came out to target me, and behind the scene, they have planned to eliminate me, and I'm seeing that on my own land. If I can't go to the farm as governor with the entire security around me, then who else can go to farm? You can imagine the pains that we have here in Benue State. Thank God for Mr. President, who responded to my letter that anyone with AK-47 should be shot at sight. I'm yet to see that. Let me see it happening in Benue State. I have reported this to the security agencies, and I hope that this will be done, so that the land will be safe for our people to go back to farm and do their work and survive and live their life. Here in Benue State, we're not against Fulani men, we're not against Hausa, Igbo, any tribe, even white people. We are ready to provide land for ranching. That is what the law says.
Benue State Governor Samuel Ortom there explaining the incident and how he managed to escape attacked by gunmen. And to this, the Nigerian Governors Forum has reacted, and the Governors Forum is saying that it's described the attack on Ortom as shocking and a rude awakening. In a statement issued by the chairman of the forum and governor of Ekiti State, Kayode Fayemi. The forum said all hands must be on deck to expose the identities of those involved in the heinous crime. The statement reads in part, the NGF wishes to state categorically that the attempt to make Benue State ungovernable is unacceptable and will fail woefully. Only recently, the brother of one of the former governors of the state was moved down in cold blood. This dishonorable and shameful act of resorting to violence for whatever reason to eliminate citizens of Benue by brutal means must not continue. The NGF, as a platform for all the 36 governors, will continue to encourage its members to stand firm in the service of their people, regardless of the evil mechanization of those who don't wish Nigeria well. Evil will not be allowed to triumph over good, not in Benue State and not anywhere in the country. End of quote. That is the statement released by the Nigerian Governors Forum and issued by the chairman of the forum. And moving into our focus for tonight, we're going straight to issues from Ekiti. It was a by-election to fill the vacant seat in Ekiti State House of Assembly, but it ended in chaos as supporters of rival candidates clashed violently. The election to produce a representative for Ekiti East 1 constituency was scheduled for Saturday, March 20, 2021.
I have never seen this before. It's just 5 words. 5 words for a term of 2 years and maybe 2 months. Before we knew it, they had brought out guns and they had started shooting. This is the first time I will witness such in this locality. They just started shooting sporadically, picked the ballot box. One young boy shot with a white t-shirt, dressed like a copper, just picked the ballot box, and they were shooting as they went along. Before we knew it, a man was dead on the floor. People were screaming, Bola, 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 yeah, yeah, Bola, Bola. I looked at Bola. They poured water on him. It was too late. As I was going out to get an ambulance, to even try if we could rescue him, look at the policewoman that was guarding the ballot box. She had been shot at the back of the neck. Blood was coming out from her eyes and nose and everywhere. And she was just screaming. As I was getting the ambulance, look at the youth copper. The gun had already grazed his ears.
I really wouldn't understand what is happening. I don't, sincerely. Because for me, it's not worth dying for. No election is worth dying for, shedding a blood for any elections. So, I still won't believe that this has happened. And I don't want to say until we start seeing the counts of bodies. But unfortunately, not in this local government. Not in this local government. It should have been, we saw it in the morning, it was a peaceful election, for crying out loud. Very peaceful election. So what could have erupted, whatever crisis that led to gunshots?
Well, that's exactly what happened on Saturday. You can hear that some persons that were there
found what was going on. It was there we met the presiding officers and the coppers. Every one of them trooping in. And as soon as we got there, we met the PRO of INEC in Ekiti here, Badi Geshin. It was there he confirmed to us that some gunmen invaded the polling unit. That is, Ward 7, Unit 7. Hence, they decided to withdraw all their staff.
Sorry, Mr. Isaac, I think you should come a bit closer to your phone. Your audio just went down.
Hey, sorry about maybe it's network.
Oh, yes, I know.
So, it was there we met the public relation officer of INEC, Nadigachi, who told us what happened. That some government needed that word in itself. So we now told him that we would like to see the head. If the information will give us that they have done all the other staff and the
Mr. Isaac, please, your voice is not coming out properly.
Okay. Okay, I should speak louder.
Yes, speak louder, please.
Are you hearing me now?
Very clear.
Okay, okay. I said the leader of APC in Ward 7 Unit 7 came to tell us after we had visited the place and saw that things were going on well without any hindrance. It was after we left that place, he came to tell us that the INEC had withdrawn the presiding officers and the coppers. Simply because hoodlums, government invaded that polling unit. It was there we saw all the presiding officers and the coppers trooping into the INEC office. Since we confirmed that, we now requested him to lead us to trooping into the INEC office. Since we confirmed that, we now requested him to lead us to the Resident Electoral Commission for us to have a discussion with him on why those people were withdrawn. There, we were not allowed to enter simply because they were holding emergency meeting based on the invasion of the unit by hoodlums. So we waited indefinitely without any success. So it was later we had INEC addressing the press that as a result of the invasion of the unit, the election will not go ahead any longer. So we returned to our base. So later, another message came from the INEC headquarters in Abuja that in view of what happened there, the election has been suspended.
Okay, so Mr. Isaac, Mr. Isaac, you have to hold on for us. Let me go to also listen to another person from Ekiti. Then when we return, I will ask you one or two very important questions. Let's now strictly go to Madam Yemisi. Madam Yemisi, thank you very much for remaining with us.
Thank you, my sister. Good evening.
Good evening. I know you also have a story of what happened. Now, from your own angle and from your own political party, what do you think happened on that day?
Thank you, my sister. And what happened yesterday is something that is barbaric, something that we don't expect at this time of life in Nigeria, because Ekiti, irrespective of our political affiliation, we remain one. So this kind of election is not supposed to bring about bloodshed in any form. We are talking about 5 local governments, 5 wards for that matter. If they could be killing because of ordinary House of Assembly member.
Madam, I'm sure we can't see your video. That's why we're not seeing your face. Probably you just have to reposition your video properly. So we'll come back to you and then we'll listen to you. Okay. I think this is a bit fair. So continue.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that if we are going for 5 wards election and we are experiencing things like this, I wonder what will happen come 2022. It is highly condemnable. Thank God today I was not from that local government, but immediately I heard what happened. Myself and some of our leaders in PDP, we rushed down to Omo this morning to go and sympathize with our leader, Her Excellency Senator Biodun Olujimi. And fortunately for us, the governor of Ekiti State met us there, and he was not too happy with what happened. So if we can be doing 5 wards election and people are killing one another, the people that they dropped dead yesterday, they are from Ekiti East local government. They are not from any other local government. So we should please tell our people, if you know you are popular in your wards, in your domain, wait for free and fair election, and at the end of the day, we'll know the person that is popular in that area. What we are facing in Nigeria these days is enough to me. The COVID-19 pandemic is still there. Insecurity here and there is still there. So we should not be a problem to ourselves. After election, I believe everybody should come together and begin to be relate as one family that we are. That is my take about what happened. I'm sorry I was not there yesterday, but listening to your news yesterday, I
Okay.
saw my leader, some people, and on getting there today, I spoke with a lot of people, and they confirmed that 2 or 3 people are dead, and we have about 15 casualties in the hospital. It's not something that is not too good for our state.
Okay,
We
now
are too young.
madam, let me ask you this question. If
All right.
your party is saying they were not even aware of what happened, and automatically some gunmen invaded the place and 3 persons fell dead, and the APC is also giving us the same story that they had voted and even left to go monitor elections, and before you know it, somebody came to tell them that INEC has withdrawn all the presiding officers and their personnel. So what does that tell of what happened? The APC said they are not aware, the PDP said they are not aware.
My sister, let me take that again so that everybody will understand where I'm coming from. I, as a person, I was not there, but my leader, the Senator Biolu Olujimi, was there live and direct. And this thing happened right in our face. She told us today. So it's not something that people will say they are not aware. I, as a person, I was not there, but my principal was there, and our people, they were there. All the people that were there with her, they said these are things that happen. And the person that dropped dead in front of Senator Biodun Olujimi. So it's not a matter of maybe some people are saying something. It's something that happened. But I am saying, I, as a person, I was not there. But on getting there today, she narrated the whole story to us, to the people that went there to sympathize with her, and the people that were there with her. They corroborate what she said. So I'm talking about myself as a person that I was not there, but she was there. The whole thing happened right in her presence.
Okay, I'll come back to you. Let me still go back to Mr. Isaac. Mr. Ajayi, are you still there?
Yes.
Now, Mr. Ajayi, let me ask you the same question I had to ask Madam Yemisi. The question is, the APC is saying they were not even aware. Someone told you that this and this, and when you got to INEC office, the INEC rec explained, or an INEC official explained to you and other executive what happened in the scene. And INEC PRO, INEC spokesman, that's an INEC official there, explained to you what happened. Now the PDP, from what we also listened, what Senator Olujimi said in the video we played earlier on, she said they were just there, and automatically a young man came in, and some gunmen came in and started shooting sporadically, and the bullet hit a young man, and also hit a police officer, and injured some electoral officials. So now that even the PDP does not know what is happening, does not know where it is coming from, the APC does not also know where that attack is coming from, what do you think could be responsible for that?
Like I told you, we got to know this when we got to the INEC office. And before we left the place was relatively peaceful. Election was going on without any hindrance. So I will personally say that from all indications, it will amount to what we are facing, insecurity. Like anybody could just come there and start shooting. When there was no rancor, the PDP, members of the PDP, members of the APC, members of the all other political parties, we are friendly. By the time we left the place. So we are surprised.
Okay, I'll come back to you, Mr. Ajayi. I need to come to the studio. You see, the explanation is simple. It was a peaceful process.
Yes.
And from the statement,
from
yes, from all the parties, nobody came there with an intention to say we want to attack each other. But if you look at the explanation, just like what Pa Ajayi has just said, it still boils down to insecurity, strange gunmen. That's what they are trying to explain, that the gunmen that came there may not, let me not use were, may not be politicians. But looking at what has happened, if it's coming from the angle of politics, do you think at this time we need this kind of politics?
I listened to everybody, the senator from the place, the PDP women leader and the APC PRO of the state. From all these three angles, everybody is denying we came there,
yes.
we are not involved. But we know, you see, politics can be direct, can be indirect. A lot of things goes into politics. Even if in the election day, a particular party or some of these parties may not even send some of their supporters, but because of what people will eat, you know, in Nigeria, people believe in politics. They eat from politics. The people don't want to do any other thing than politics. They eat from politics. That's why we are not moving anywhere. We are not moving forward as a nation. You understand me now? So some of those people maybe are like, for example, I have a leader who, and I feel I'm seeing it that my party is losing. Even if I'm not being sent by my leader, I can do something about it. You understand me now?
Supporters.
Yes, or support. You understand me now? Maybe that is possible. That was what happened. And another thing is that, you know, Ekiti gubernatorial election is just next year. So after this election, all the parties in Ekiti will be moving towards primaries, and they have to. In this election, we are telling you, we heard from the women who are the PDP women leader. It's just how many wards?
Just two.
Just two communities, 5 wards.
5 wards, 2 communities.
Yes, Omu and Isimbode. So
you feel
you understand?
This election is like, this election will make a statement.
Yes. Because you know the last election has been 2019. It was 2019. So after then, there's no election. This is the election. So this one will send a signal that this particular party is weak, and this particular party is now strong. You understand me now? So they may be trying to outdo each other. That this thing happened. You understand me now? Because it is not out of a place that election is going on. I know definitely police will have prepared, civil defense, they will have prepared. If the security situation is not favorable, INEC will not go to the polls. You understand me now? So saying strange people came from anywhere, somewhere, and started shooting, it's not. They know, if you ask them very well in that particular Omo, they know those people who came there. They know. After all, you heard the senator saying the person that died won bola. Yeah, so they know themselves.
So it's a community election, so they shouldn't say they don't.
Yes. See, people will be denying they don't know who the government. If you ask them very well, they know those people who came.
So, but let's look at the implication of these to our elections. I know that is the election, sometime past election, they've been violent and all that.
Yes.
In states in Nigeria, but moving forward, because after this, we'll be having election in Anambra this same year. We'll be having the Ekiti election, and then we're moving into the general elections. And we're still talking about violence in election?
Electoral violence, what used to cause electoral violence, we have plethora of factors. I've said it on a particular program. I don't know if it is here, if it was there. I've said it. When you want to do election and the traditional rulers of those catchment area, they were not carried along. See, this message must be preached. Not from INEC. No, they went to this election. They went to this election without any sensitization. Nobody was sensitized. That you are going to this election. This person from this community and this person from there. They are all your brothers and sisters. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do the person. All those people who are contesting all the political parties, they are from these 2 communities. People who are going to vote for them, they are from this. Nobody is coming from Benue to come and vote. Nobody is coming from Lokoja. Nobody is coming from Edo. You understand? It is all we. So let us just join together. Whatever the outcome of the election is going to be, let us take it. After all, the person that we eventually win will not come from Rivers State. You understand me now? So let us just. But those things, we didn't see those things.
But Mr. Akin, because when you talk about sensitization,
yes,
it reminds me of what used to be before now. How the National Orientation Agency, towards
INEC
election,
and the
any
rest.
election, even community election,
political parties.
Yes, even community elections.
Yes,
they go use the media to educate Nigerians.
Yes, you use the market.
Yes, peaceful election. This person is your brother. They just belong to different
yes,
places.
Yes,
but that also takes us to the next question. What is National Orientation Agency doing? We are not seeing. We're not seeing those things. We used to see them.
When you are talking about National Orientation Agency, you are talking about a moribund agency that is not moribund. You see, when you are talking of National Orientation Agency, when you say national, that it covers the entire 774 local government and area councils. Yes. We are still battling with COVID. Did you hear anything from National Orientation Agency? No. There's no even the issue of this AstraZeneca vaccine that is going on now. Did you hear anything from them? Nothing. And money each year, money are being voted for some of these agencies, and we are not in there. They don't have impact. If you want to weigh the efficiency of that particular agency, and if you want to weigh cost and benefit, that what has gone, the money, the budgeted sum that has gone in, and what they are producing. Maybe let's say for example, we've given them 1 billion. What we've gotten back from them is about 12 kobo. There's nothing. They are practically not anywhere. Practically not anywhere. I can't be the DG of National Orientation Agency, and Nigeria is going through all this COVID, whatever. I would have met with NBC and broadcasters.
But they've been doing that. They've been doing that. I used to see some of their reports. No, I think recently, because I saw a correspondent who is attached to them take 1 or 2 reports from the National Orientation Agency.
No, I will have come to you people. I will have begged both NBC and the practitioners. Please, if it is 2 seconds in your every day, please give us. We don't have money. We want to be channeling this program. It is for all of us. If we don't have Nigerians, nobody will view you. Nobody will listen to the radio. Let us say. You understand what I'm trying to say? Even Consumer Protection Agency, this Consumer Protection Council, also. All these pharmacies and stores and plazas, while Consumer Protection is doing its own, National Orientation Agency, they are doing their own. But we are not seeing that. Each year we go to look at 2019 election, what happened in Rivers State and every other place. Look at Kano. After the election, what a responsible agency is supposed to have sat down, you review all the activities, then you come out with a position. This. Then from the position, you now strategize. You now program yourself. It's just 4 years. The 4 years is going to be tomorrow. You wake up tomorrow, you see 2023 election. You will be thinking it's 4 years. So they're supposed to strategize, replan. You understand? They now challenge now. They map out their strategy. What are we going to do? Traditional rulers, religious leaders, market women, youth, this and this and this and this and this. That is how it's supposed to be done.
All right.
But we are not seeing that.
Let me go back to Madam Yemisi. Madam Yemisi, thank you for remaining with us.
You're welcome, my sister.
Madam Yemisi, I need to ask you, because as a woman leader of the People's Democratic Party in Ekiti State, hopefully your party should at least sensitize their members towards this election. It seems the parties didn't take it as if it's a big election because it's a state election. Like what we used to see, people campaigning, people trying to meet their supporters to say yes, people trying to lobby voters. Those things didn't really play out. Now, on this very election, did your party take the decision to educate themselves as well as their supporters on acting right, aside who to vote for, using your thumbprint? At least you should be able to educate them that during election, we need to allow elections to be peaceful. Did your party do that, and how are they working towards that?
We do that from time to time. We educate our people on how to go about voting, how not to be violent, how not to be abusive. We do that from time to time, And I can assure you, no member of a party would do anything stupid during election day, either the one we are talking about or even the one we are waiting for in the nearest future.
So if you have this assurance that no member of your party will be involved in electoral violence, and this thing happens, just like the other political parties are also saying, we didn't know how it all happened because the election started peacefully. Those who were there, even with Senator Olujimi, they said from the beginning it was a peaceful process. Everybody, they were just there going to the polling unit to cast their vote peacefully, and nothing happened. But automatically towards the end of voting, that's when they saw that. So if your party is saying we didn't do it, APC is saying we're not aware, that brings me to this same question I still asked you. So what should be done at this time? Because the most important thing is how to educate supporters. Like Mr. Akin said, he said some supporters may be overzealous and they take laws into their hands. I beg your pardon, into their arms when they know that it is not going their way. So what should be done at this time to stop a future reoccurrence of this kind of experience?
I believe that was what happened. Because if you know you are popular in an environment, you don't have to be violent about whatever you do. I believe some people, some elements have noticed that if they don't go violent, it's likely they lose that election. I believe that was what played out. Because if you are popular in a place, election is just like a man coming to his in-law to take a woman's hand in marriage. If you are going there, if you've done well, you don't have any skeleton in your cupboard, you walk in there, you behave yourself. But if you know that you have done something bad, terrible, it's likely that these people will not allow you to go away with their daughter. You can turn it to whatever. The election that they did yesterday is a test of popularity, to know which party is popular. And I can confidently tell you that with what they did yesterday, is making PDP to be more popular. That is just it. It's just making us to be popular. But it's a pity that it happens this way because of the life that was lost and the number of casualties we are still having in the hospital. My advice is, if we should continue this way, I don't think it's necessary for us to go for any election, because people now will be afraid for their life to go out to cast votes. Because I was rightly informed that one of the people that died yesterday, that he just came back from his farm. That means he has something that he's doing, and just go back to the polling unit to cast his vote. And the reverse was the case. He couldn't go back home again. He has to, from that place to the morgue. For how long are we to continue like this? For how long? Even if you have passion for your party, if you have passion for your state, if you have passion for your country, some people will say, please, this life has no duplicate. Now has to go, NOAA, the National Orientation Agency, they have to go out, they have to come out, sensitize people more than ever before, to tell our people that all these people that you are killing your brothers, you are killing your sisters. Like that man in the studio rightly said, the people that died yesterday, they are not from Kogi State, they are not from River State, they are from Ekiti State. So do we really need that? What do you want to gain? And this, their principles that they are fighting for, they relate like brothers and sisters. They are all friends. They eat together, they wine together, they dine together. Yesterday, I was in a party with an APC friend of mine. We were drinking from the same cup. We were eating from the same plate. So why should they kill themselves for anybody? We don't need that. We should tell them that they don't need that. people that they are fighting for. Even if the election was not cancelled yesterday, if they swear in anybody that came victorious yesterday, when immediately they get to the house, they become one. There is no APC, there is no PDP. They address themselves as first name or honorable, or whichever way they want to address one another. There is no discrimination that this one is APC and this one is PDP. The now national
Orientation
no
agency.
agency, they need to tell them, they need to educate them that they have to embrace peace. They have to give peace a chance. They have to give peace a chance. It is very, very important. We cannot be nursing COVID-19 pandemic, insecurity in the country, and we not being secure with ourselves, even in our wards. They speak the same language, they eat the same food, they go to the same market, they worship in the same church. Honorable Adi Ajayi, the PRO of APC, at the other hand, is my brother. We attend the same church.
All right.
We do things.
You do things together, Madam Yemisi. Let me go to Honorable Ajayi. Thank you very much, Honorable, for remaining with us. Honorable Ajayi.
Yes, I'm with you.
You see, Madam Yemisi made a statement that there's nothing to kill one another about in elections, because you live together as brothers and sisters. You worship in the same church. You go to the same markets and all that. So even the politicians, they eat from the same plate. And after the election, you see them together. Even in a family, a brother can be in APC and another brother in PDP. That does not change the name that they bear. So now that the politicians have this understanding, don't you think it is necessary for people like you to talk to your supporters? Because we know that some of our zealous supporters will take laws into their hands. And with this kind of thing that is happening, it is only the key players, the gladiators, and the players in the game that can say, no, I do not want violence. Blood will not split. How can we stop such a thing? What is your party doing, the APC in Ekiti State, doing about this whole violence thing, since Ekiti will be going into another phase of election soon?
Yes. Immediately we got to on Thursday, preparatory to Saturday's election. We made some reconciliations where there are crises as a fallout of the primaries. We brought them together, we settled all the rancor as part of the arrangement to make the election hitch-free. Then later, we went around the town. We embarked on house-to-house campaign to let them know how to conduct themselves on that election day. These are the processes we believe will make an election hitch-free, friendly, and peaceful. We did that. We equally trained our party agents on how to go about their activities on that election day. All this, we believe, will make election free, fair, and credible without any rancor. As rightly said by Madam Yemisi, after election, we come together. We attend the same church. We do things in common. It's only the name of that political parties that are different. So I do not see how we should be killing ourselves simply because of an election.
So now that this has happened, what is your party saying? Is your party also saying that it should be investigated properly?
Of course, we want to urge the Commissioner of Police to properly investigate those people involved in this dastard act and bring them to book.
Okay. Honorable Ajayi, INEC has said they are suspending that election indefinitely. That means the election may not come this month. If it may not even come this year. So they don't even have a date for the election until they are sure that the environment is peaceful enough for election. So what do you think? What is, yeah.
I will only appeal to INEC. Since that action affected only one unit out of the 37 units, they should reconsider their stand and ensure that we conclude the election. Since they have suspended it, they should conclude it within the shortest time possible. To say they are suspending indefinitely may not be okay.
Okay, but don't you think? Let me ask a political question. It's what will be in the minds of politicians like you. Don't you think if it happened in only one unit and it happens to be a unit of a strong, the unit happens to be a stronghold of a particular political party and their grievances will not be too good?
Well, it's unfortunate. Like I said, Senator Lujimi is, to me and to all the party stalwarts in APC, a responsible element, and we will not allow anybody to rubbish her. So we are together. We respect her. She's been very good. So it's unfortunate that it happened in our unit. It's very unfortunate, and that's why we are saying it should be properly investigated so that such things do not happen in future.
All right. All right, Honorable Ajayi, I'll come back to you before we say our good night on the program so that you can give us your parting word. But let's come to the studio. Yes, Ms. Aki, you've listened to them.
I've listened to them.
They seem to have one voice.
Yes.
It seems that the players in that unit, that constituency, are like brothers and sisters, and they understand themselves.
I know that particular constituency very well. I know that particular, whenever I'm traveling or when I'm around Ekiti, there's a particular hotel, the Divine Hotel. That's where we use not long time ago, we did a burial in Umu. I was there. I was in that particular place. See, like I said, all these people, they are the same. They are brothers and sisters. You heard the women leader say, the APCPR, that they attend the same church. You understand what I'm trying to? So, yeah, and actually, in Yoruba land, that is how we play politics. That's how we do politics. You understand me now? During election day, we can fight, we can do, but after we become one, and they don't see themselves as enemies. In my family, we belong to several political parties. We don't quarrel, we don't do anything. Nobody disturbs anybody. You understand me now?
You cannot also.
Yeah, that you know, because this one is a very close circuit election. It's not a wider place. It's not senatorial.
Yes.
This is not gubernatorial. That it happens. We don't know. They know themselves. You understand me now? We know themselves. We've been having report. There are some people who have been arrested by police. Do they know those people? This thing happened in Senator Lujimi's polling unit. You understand me now? She said, I listened to the video. She said she witnessed everything like this, that it was in her presence. You understand me now? Those people that have been arrested by the police, thank God, unfortunately, let me not say thank God, police was affected too.
Yes.
So we will not be saying police will not do their job. You understand me now? So let these people be paraded. Let them be, you know, when you are doing parade, when you want to parade, you don't need to parade on TV. These are not unknown people to their people. Let them, let them be
paraded in that unit.
Yes.
So that
you call people from that. Is this, I know Senator Luigi very well. She will go there. If you call her, even to force headquarters, she will come. That particular day, did you see this person as one of the gunmen? She will say yes and no. Then did you see so? I heard they say about 3 or 4 people have been arrested. A particular person with his girlfriend and some other people. We heard the information. Okay. You understand me now?
So I think we should go back
about what the PRA is saying about INEC going back. See, INEC election. This election is not virtual election. It is done by human beings, people's daughter, people's husband, people's wives, people's sons, and people's father. I don't want that are doing this election. Lives one polling unit, how many lives? 15
3.
in the hospital, 3 down, and 15 in the hospital. You understand what I'm trying to say? I know people too. They were human beings. They are also
They were
human
even,
beings.
yes, they
Those
have
people that died, they
casualties.
were also human beings. They came there alive. They didn't. Those people that died, they did not come there. They were not there with ambulance, so, but they left
Even injured and died.
injured and dead. Some dead. You understand me now? So saying they should come back if I should be INEC, although legally those people for that particular place have been deprived of representation in the Ekiti State House of Assembly.
Yes, until there's an election.
Which ought not to be like that. You understand me now? Now nobody is representing them. Nobody is going to speak for them. Nobody is going to bring anything to that place. Nobody. If anything is happening there, if you are writing a public petition, it will may be attended. It may not be attended because you don't have a voice there. Nobody is there representing you.
Okay.
Costly because of your own actions.
Yes. Okay. I think we should listen to that video again. Let's listen to what how Senator Olujimi, who happens to be the senator of that senatorial district, and that is our unit, what she saw. She said somebody died, and she saw the person, a bullet hit a young boy, and the boy fell. And let's listen to that video again. We'll be back after that to say our parting words. Stay with us.
I have never seen this before. It's just 5 words. 5 words for a term of 2 years and maybe 2 months. Before we knew it, they had brought out guns and they had started shooting. This is the first time I will witness such in this locality. They just started shooting sporadically. Pick the ballot box. One young boy shot with a white t-shirt, dressed like a copper, just picked the ballot box. And they were shooting as they went along. Before we knew it, a man was dead on the floor. People were screaming, Bola, 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 yeah, yeah, Bola, Bola. I looked at Bola. They poured water on him. It was too late. As I was going out to get an ambulance, to even try if we could rescue him, look at the policewoman that was guarding the ballot box. She had been shot at the back of the neck. Blood was coming out from her eyes and nose and everywhere. And she was just screaming. As I was getting the ambulance, look at the youth copper. The gun had already grazed his ears.
I really wouldn't understand what is happening. I don't, sincerely. Because for me, it's not worth dying for. No election is worth dying for. Shedding a blood for any elections. So, I still won't believe that this has happened. And I don't want to say until we start seeing the counts of bodies. But unfortunately, not in this local government. Not in this local government. It should have been, we saw it in the morning, it was a peaceful election, for crying out loud. Very peaceful election. So what could have erupted, whatever crisis that led to gunshots?
Well, you just saw that, and listening to Senator Olujimi, it's not a good one at all. From all indications, it seems that even the people that came there, they were even part of them in the election, because she said they came out and they just brought out guns. That means they know them. They know those people who brought out the guns, and they started shooting sporadically. Shot one Bola dead and another policewoman injured. Somebody ears cut off, and oh my God. Well, that's not the kind of election that Nigerians are praying for. But let's quickly just hear the parting words from Madam Yemisi, so we can go to Honorable. Madam Yemisi, your parting word, please.
My parting word is that no election is worth dying for. Our people should see one another as one. We are one family. We should desist from any violence, any bloodshed in any form. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you. And Honorable Ajayi,
Yes.
before we let you go, we'd still like you to tell us 1 or 2 things at this moment.
Okay. My only appeal to all sundries is to allow us to sustain this democracy by cooperating with each other. Election should not be a do or die matter. And at the same time, we are all one family. We may belong to different political parties. And after election, we come together to ensure the sustenance of good governance, so that we can have growth in our economy.
Okay.
While finally condoling with the families of those people who died. May their soul rest in peace.
Amen. Thank you very much. Honorable Adebowale Isaac Ajayi is the Public Relations Officer of the All Progressives Congress APC in Ekiti State. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
And we also took Madam Yemisi Afolabi. Madam Yemisi Afolabi is the woman leader of the PDP in Ekiti State, and like you heard her, she was not She was not at that election, but she also went visiting as a condolence visit to Senator who is our unit where the thing happened. And thank you very much, Madam Yemisi, for joining us on the program.
Thank you so much, my sister.
Thank you. We appreciate your coming on the show. Now, we still have in the studio the legislative guru, Abi.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so.
Yes.
You like that?
Yes.
Legislative guru.
Yes. But you like calling me a politician.
You are a politician now, Aki. So what do you have to say at this moment?
Like I've always been saying in all my programs, if we are contesting, people who are contesting, they are from part of us. People who are going to vote for those who are contesting, they are from part of us. If somebody is contesting today, tomorrow, maybe it will be you that will be contesting. Why do we need to carry gun? To do what? For just 2 communities, 5 wards, you are carrying gun. 3 down, 15 in just. Then when you now extend to the entire state, if 5, how many wards are in Ekiti? Statistically, if you drop 3 by 5 wards, divide the entire Ekiti state into 5 wards, the entire state.
That's almost
what are you not talking about? So I see no reason why we cannot be one. I'm still telling people, it's not only people from Ekiti state or from Isibodi, everybody, all Nigerians. Let us be one. When election is coming, it's an opportunity for us to choose one of our best to represent, because all of us will not be there to talk. Those people are going to be the one that will be there to talk. Let us look at the array of contestants. Let us pick one of them. The one your mind is speaking, pick it, go there. That's why they say it's secret open ballot. People will see you voting, but they don't know who you are voting for. Go there, complete your ballot, the ballot paper, drop it and go.
All right.
As simple as that.
Exactly. As simple as that. We still preach violence-free election in Nigeria. But looking at that, there's a lot to be done. Electoral laws, we need to do reforms. And the Nigerians have been clamoring that the electoral reform is taking too long.
Yes.
It's taking too long.
Yes. And again, the Electoral Act has been amended. What the National Assembly is doing, especially the committee in charge of the Electoral, I'm not too happy with some of the clauses that has been dropped. I'm not sure we are going to have an electoral that is going to be better than the one the president didn't sign the last time. Honestly, I have not. This is my job. This is what I do. We know the intention. When there is intention of doing something, and when from the intention, we know what is going to happen after assent to the
so they just want to rub it in the face of Nigerians.
I'm not too. You will see it. It's coming out.
Right, that's the much we can take. Akin is still with us here. I want to say a big thank you to Akinloye Oyeniyi, who is a politician as well as a legislative expert. Thank you very much for coming on the show. But that's how we say thank you too for being a part of this program tonight. Remember to follow me on my handle at EJ or Samo. We're not able to take your messages tonight. That is because we seem to have a bit of a network problem on our Twitter handle here. I couldn't get connected to the network, to the Twitter handle, so that's why we didn't take your messages. So until we return tomorrow at 7 p.m., we'll be having more to talk about in the polity. We'll still be talking politics a lot. Politics, and that's how we say thank you and do have a wonderful good night.